Hello and happy Friday. How are you this morning? So I haven't been on for a couple of days because I was off work. If I look like I just got out of bed, it's because I did. It is so cold outside. I don't want to get out from under the blankets. Holy crap, the sun. So cold. Oh boy. Hold on. Okay. I need to put the phone down so I can clean my glasses. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I have things to tell you, but I'm too cold to even talk. I'm freezing to death. Jack! Rose! That's what it reminds me of. Okay. So, let's see. What's new in the last 2 days? Nothing really. We did an interview last night and the girl seems promising, but we'll see. We've been fooled before. What else? Okay, so here's something. Wow. Their mailbox is like so tall. It's up above their cars. Out by the road. Okay, so tomorrow we have a oh god, it's so cold. We have our Christmas party, end of the year party thing for work. And it's in Tampa. And many, many years ago, on my way to Tampa is when I had my first the worst panic attack I've ever had. Like, to the point of convulsions. I can't say the S word, not while I'm driving, it'll freak me out. But now it's in my head, I'm thinking about it, I gotta stop. Anyway, so, just going to Tampa gives me anxiety. Even though, like, from work, it's probably just as close to get to where we're going for the party as it is to get home. It's not the distance, it's not the bridge that bothers me, it's just the fact that I'm going there. And it doesn't bother me, it bothers some subconscious part of my mind that I can't control. So I was gonna get a doctor's note, because it's mandatory to go to this party. Even though it's after work hours, I don't know how it can be mandatory, but whatever. And I was going to get a doctor's note, because clearly my doctor knows I can't do that. I mean, I've been seeing him for my driving anxiety. He knows all about it. Well, not just, I have generalized anxiety disorder too, but it's worse when I'm in the car, obviously. Not always. Anyway. I'm so cold, I can't even think straight. I'm thinking of 100 different things at once. But the girls from work were like, oh, you have to go, and they're gonna give out awards, what if you get an award? We want you to go. And I don't want to go, but they asked me to go. They're like, we need you to be there. You're part of the team, and blah, blah, blah. So then I felt like, my nose is starting to run because it's so cold. Then I felt like I should go. So I didn't get a doctor's note, and now it's tomorrow. And it's like a dress-up event. Not a dress-up girl. I half-ass do my makeup once in a while, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. Breakfast time. Okay. I ate my breakfast real quick. So, I'm nervous about going to this party thing tomorrow. It's from 7 to 11. It seems kind of late to me. But some of the girls from work are saying that they're not going to stay that long. So I'll just ride back with whoever's leaving earliest, I think. But is it dress-up event? I don't have anything to dress up in, like I was saying. So this puts more pressure on me to feel like I have to dress up. Because I know the girls that went last year, I didn't go last year either, but they wore, beautiful, gowns, like they were going to the Emmys or something. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not wearing it. I just would feel ridiculous. Anyway, so there's that. Last night, I tried to make dinner. I saw this recipe, and it called for, I don't remember what it's called. It's some kind of, yeast that vegans use to make things cheesy, like soup's cheesy. I forget what it's called, some kind of, healthy yeast or something like that. You probably know what it is. I had never heard of it before. So when we went to the store to get ingredients, they didn't have it, but they had dry yeast. So I got that. And the recipe calls for 2/3 of a cup. So I put that in there, I made my soup, and then something told me to read the difference between the two yeasts. Basically, I could have poisoned my family with that stuff. You can't eat dry yeast like that. It's not the same. Because it's live and the other one is dead. So, you can get, really sick, I guess. I didn't know. So I had to dump the whole pot of delicious smelling food down the toilet. The toilet clogged up. My delicious dinner water from the toilet went all over my feet in the cold. And my boyfriend brought me the mop, but of course it's just smearing corn and stuff all over the floor in the bathroom. It was such a mess. As I'm plunging the toilet to flush down the dinner that I made with love. So that was my dinner experience last night. That was awesome. No, it really wasn't. It sucked. So that was that. And then I have this party thing. And then Wednesday, I have to go back to Tampa for an assistant manager's meeting. My anxiety is being tested. I'm glad I feel a little bit better with it because, I don't know. I want to go to these things. It just makes me extremely, extremely uncomfortable. Like I said, luckily my anxiety hasn't been, peaked lately. It's been kind of down, which helps a lot. Because, a couple weeks ago when I was making these videos and I could barely even make it to work, and I was, crying and having to call Uber and things like I could have never made it to Tampa then. So I guess this is a little I'm not driving to Tampa, by the way, either time. I'll be riding with somebody from work. I just can't do that. I can't drive to Tampa. I can barely be a passenger on the way to Tampa. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. It's scary. And, to everyone else, they're like, oh, it's fun. We get to see each other outside of work and have free dinner, and it's fine to everybody. And I'm, so envious of that. Because it's not, to me, an event. It's like a whole week's worth of planning in my head just to get me there. Like, I can do it. You can do this. It's not a big deal. You know? Like, pepping myself up for it. But it is what it is. We'll see. And then they said, you know, what's the worst that's going to happen? If anything, we'll just see how you do. I'm like, that's the worst that can happen. You see how I do. Halfway there, I have a panic attack. You have to turn around and bring me back. Now you're going to be late. You know, it's not like... And it's not even turn around and bring me back. It's like pull over and park the car. I got to get out and breathe. Like, but I try sometimes just to, like, do my mind exercises. That's why I don't like to drive when I have a feeling it's going to be that way. And again, having a feeling it's going to be that way puts it into your mind that it's going to happen. But I just know that that's my biggest trigger, and I need to be able to calm myself instead of driving and putting myself and other people in danger. When I start feeling that way, I know it's better for me to be a passenger. So that's it. Have to go to Tampa twice. Almost killed my family with poison soup. That's it. So I'm going to turn this off because I have nothing else to talk about. Have a safe, happy, anxiety-free Friday. Somehow I'm stuck working open to close again Saturday and Sunday again. All weekend, open to close, 2 weeks in a row. Great, wonderful, grand, yay. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye.